Hey everybody. All good? You got it quicker? Jim?
Okay, Cody, sorry.
Hi everybody, my name is Zachary Hartley, and I'm the founder and president at Smoke Barrel, where we convert wine and whiskey barrels into top-of-the-line smokers for food like ribs, brisket, pulled pork, and even cheese. Now I started this business about 7 months ago at the beginning of the school year, and since then, we've done over $47,000 in sales. But before I get to that, let me tell you about how this all started. It started about 3 years ago on the deck of our cabin when my dad built the first smoker by cutting a small door in the base of a wine barrel and inserting charcoal and wood chips. He then cut a lid on the top to access the food, and we used it for about 3 years. At the end of the 3 years, the food was so good that I decided to call up a winery, order more barrels, and turn this into a business. We did our first sales in September, and after a little bit of market research, we found that our target market was somebody that we like to call George. Now, George is your average guy. He likes to barbecue for his friends or for his family, and he's recently gained an interest in smoked meat. Maybe his buddy bought one, or he's seen the rising trend in TV shows, barbecue restaurants, and festivals around Calgary. George's pain is that there's a huge gap in the market when it comes to at-home smokers. On the low end of the market, you can go with the black metal pop can smoker. They retail at home improvement stores for anywhere from $200 to $800. They're black, they're made in China, and they usually don't last very long or work very well. On the other side of the market is the Big Green Egg. This retails at $1,820 at barbecues galore today. And it still lacks some of the big features that you would want in a good smoker, such as a digital thermometer for convenience, or the ability to cold smoke things like fish and chicken or cheese. So what we've done is we've created a product that one, has all of these features, and two, retails at a slightly lower price compared to the competition. Retails at $1,400, and it has all these features and provides more value to consumers in 3 big ways. One, it looks absolutely phenomenal on any outdoor deck or backyard patio. 2, we can personalize it with a variety of stain options as well as a custom engraving for your favorite quote, your family crest, or your business logo. And lastly, and most importantly, the food tastes absolutely amazing, mostly due to something that I call the barrel effect. And so what happens is, the first couple times that you warm it up, the wood, it releases all the aromas and the flavors of the liquor that's being built inside, and it gives this amazing flavor to your food. And our customers agree. This was Joe Scorgi less than 2 weeks ago shouting us out on Twitter. Looks like a success. So how big is the market for a product like this? Well, there's over 130 million households in Canada and the United States, and 72% own a barbecue. We also know that 15% of barbecue owners also own a smoker, which means there's about 14 million units in Canada and the United States right now. Also, this industry has an extremely high turnover. 45% of consumers have said that they plan to purchase a new unit in the next 12 months, and the number one reason is that they want to upgrade to a better market, to a better model, which means Smoke Barrel is perfectly positioned in this market. And at 6.3 million units and an average retail price of $500, we're looking at a $3 billion market next year alone. So, we're going to capture this market, and we're going to do it in 3 ways. Number 1 is through smokebarrel.ca, where customers can go online, design their barrel, and have it ready to be shipped across Canada in under 3 weeks. Number 2 is through retailers. This is at the Big Rock Grill, where they're not only using our smoke barrel to create featured menu items, they're also retailing it at the front of their restaurant. And we have multiple others doing the same thing. And lastly, through events and trade shows. We're going to be at the Calgary Stampede. We're also going to be at Barbecue on the Boat and the Calgary Rib Fest to promote the product and bring in sales. So, when we sell a unit, what does it look like? Well, they come in a wine or a whiskey barrel option, and the average unit retails at $1,500. On this, we make a gross profit of about 45%. Now, in 2015, we sold 21 units strictly between September and December when we started the business. In 2016, we're on track to reach 100 units and do over $150,000 in revenue. 2017, we plan to expand our sales into the United States and hit 300 units. And by 2018, we hope to have a baseline model in with a large retailer and reach 1,000 units. Our team, I'm the founder, and I'm happy to say that I graduated at the end of the semester, at which point I'll be going full-time with Smoke Barrel. Also on our team is Joel Zawinski. He's the engineer that's helped design and manufacture the product. This picture is from left to right. Nicholas White, 6 years retail management, and he's going to be leading our sales team into the retailers. And Brent Cadler, he's going to be developing a line of wood chips to help complement our product for our customers. So we're here today to ask JMH & Co. and the Busy Foundation for $20,000 altogether. This is going to allow us to purchase our inventory quantity, build an inventory for Father's Day, and allow us to get into more retailers. We want to go to retailers and wineries across Western Canada and then expand into the Niagara region. We also want to launch our wood chip line prior to Father's Day, and this funding will help us execute on this. We're looking for legal services from Stikeman Elliott to help us implement a unanimous shareholders agreement, trademarks, and establish contracts to get in with retailers and consignment agreements. And we're looking for Design for Change to help us further develop our brand and implement a kick-ass Father's Day campaign to get this product out. My name is Zachary Hartley. I'm the founder of Smoke Barrel. I want to thank you all for being here today.
Great presentation, thank you. You did mention manufacturing. Do you make them here, and what's the capacity of your facility? Like, how many can you turn out?
Yeah, everything's made here in Calgary. The first 20 units were made in my garage. Nowadays, we've hired a contractor who's fully capable of handling up to 100 barrels in 2016. So with regards to manufacturing, that's totally handled by an outside contractor. He manufactures the barrels, and then we take care of shipping. Either somebody picks them up, or he'll deliver himself to locations in Calgary.
Can you share with us a little bit more about the labor, about your total costs? So you actually have to procure the barrels. Tell us what's in your cost, actually, to understand what that is.
Yeah, so our biggest cost is really the barrels. When we go out into the market, we can go to wineries or we can go to wholesalers. Right now, to go to a wholesaler and get them shipped in, they're about $120. The big advantage that we want to get is if we can order in large enough quantities, we can order them in on a truckload and get it down to about $50 or $60 a barrel. So being able to order in larger quantities is a huge advantage for us, and it'll increase our gross profit to about 55% compared to 45%. Other than that, a couple of the big components. Labor's almost there, as well as we also build the entire inside of the barrel. It comes with a metal rack that's all made in-house, and so that's our third largest component. I've got some slides at the end where we can break that down. Yeah. Any other questions? So I'll go to the slide with the expenses on there then. So this is before and after our supplier discounts. So this is with our current numbers and where we'll be able to get to if we can order in volume. Right now we're ordering in quantities of 1 to 5, and so it's not really economically efficient for where we'd like to be. For instance, for us to get into the medium and large size retailers, a lot of them are looking for that 35 to 55% margin. And at this point right now, that's just out of the question for us. However, if we can order in larger size quantities, we'll be able to get there by the end of next year.
So just a follow-up question, where's the people labor in this cost?
The labor is anywhere from $100 to $120. This was just the product.
The actual materials?
Yeah.
So there's 120, 125 incremental, which comes out.
In labor, yep. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of the 31 that you've sold to date, how many have had complaints or positive feedback? Have you been tracking that?
Yeah, our first unit had a complaint, so we fixed that right away, and then since then it's been 0. We've sold 31 units so far, and since then it's only been positive feedback. Our first one went out and there was a defect, so we addressed that right away, made sure it would never happen again, and so far with the 31 units we put out, we haven't seen any issues since.
Congrats.
Are you offering any sort of warranty at all?
Yeah, we do, well, it's kind of like underwear. Once you put it on, you can't really return it. Same thing with the smoker. Once you've tried it out, you can't really return it. But we offer full warranty. If anything breaks or if any parts fall out or if anything happens like that, we supply everything. We'll do full warranty and we'll send you all the new parts. We had one thermometer where the probe for the meat wasn't working, and we sent him a brand new thermometer. So we cover everything, but if you've already smoked in it, we can't return it.
Is that time bound though? Like, is it 12-month warranty, 24-month?
Yes, 12 months. And then 1 month, if you haven't smoked in it, we'll return it within 1 month.
Question for you about how you see this pie chart changing over the next couple of times, or a couple of years. The shift from online to retail or not?
Yeah, I think there's going to be a huge shift there. In our first year, we're not going to be able to really take advantage of large retailers, so I think most of our sales are going to come through online. Going into year 2 and year 3, we're going to be pursuing more retailers as well as restaurants and wineries, and I think that article of the pie chart is going to grow substantially compared to the other 2.
So that moves you away from shipping directly, manufacturing and shipping, which is an expensive element.
Correct. The great thing is when we can get into commercial places where they're ordering 2 to 3 to 5 barrels at a time, our shipping costs go way down, which is the huge advantage for us. Right?
Thank you.